Have you ever noticed how the man who speaks the least often gets the most attention? It's not the loudest man in the room who wins her curiosity. It's the one who can sit calmly, observing, without saying much at all. And here's the truth. Women fall for men who stay silent, not because silence is a game, but because silence is power. It's a signal of strength, self-control, and confidence, qualities that Stoic men mastered centuries ago. In this video, we're going to break down why silence makes you unforgettable and how mastering this one trait shifts the balance of attraction entirely in your favor. 1. Silence creates mystery. Human beings are naturally drawn to the unknown. When a man reveals everything, his thoughts, his plans, his emotions, there's nothing left for her to discover. But when you hold back, when you don't rush to explain yourself, when you leave gaps in conversation, she starts filling in the blanks with curiosity. That curiosity keeps her thinking about you, even when you're not around. And this is the first secret. Silence isn't emptiness. It's a space that pulls her deeper into your presence. 2. Silence shows self-control. Most men fear silence. They think if they don't keep talking, she'll lose interest. But the Stoics knew restraint is strength. By staying calm and not rushing to fill every pause, you show discipline. You show that you don't need to perform or impress. And in a world where everyone is desperate for attention, that kind of self-control makes you unforgettable. 3. Silence gives your words more weight. Think about it. When someone speaks all the time, their words lose value. But when you're silent most of the time, and then you finally speak, people listen. Women respect a man whose words are rare but meaningful. It's not about talking less. It's about making sure that when you do speak, what you say carries impact. This is why the Stoic man doesn't waste words, because silence is his ally, and his speech is his weapon. 4. Silence reveals her true self. Silence isn't just about you. It's also a test for her. When you stay calm and quiet, she reveals more about herself. She fills the space with her stories, her emotions, her energy. This gives you clarity, because a woman's actions and words in silence reveal far more than when she's reacting to your constant talking. In other words, silence allows you to see who she really is, without distractions. 5. Silence radiates power and security. Here's something women won't admit directly. They feel safe around men who are calm. Why? Because calmness signals control. A man who can sit in silence is not desperate, not needy, and not afraid. He's secure in himself, and that energy makes women relax. Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius wrote that calmness of mind is the fortress of the strong. When you embody that, you stop chasing women's approval, and instead, they chase the security you provide. 6. Silence protects your energy. Not every situation deserves your words. Not every woman deserves your explanations. When you remain silent, you conserve your energy and protect your inner peace. This is where many men fail. They explain too much, argue too much, and defend themselves when they don't have to. But the man who stays silent keeps his power intact. And that power is exactly what women are drawn to. 7. Silence is a form of emotional control. Arguments, drama, manipulation. These are traps many men fall into because they can't resist responding. But silence is the ultimate weapon in emotional battles. When she expects you to react and you remain composed, you win. Not because you're ignoring her, but because you're choosing not to waste energy on chaos. That level of control is rare, and it makes her respect you, even if she doesn't admit it. So why do women fall for men who stay silent? Because silence creates mystery. It shows self-control. It makes your words more powerful. It reveals who she truly is. It radiates safety, strength, and control. The man who speaks less but lives with more depth is unforgettable. And that's the lesson. True power isn't in how much you say, but in how much you can hold back. Stay calm, stay silent, stay powerful. This is the Stoic way.